Hey guys, let me show you how to turn this 2-gallon bucket into a DIY catch cover for your portable ice shelter. Alright, so we're just going to cut that rim off, get a little bit lower profile, so start slow, just score the side of the pail here and continue rotating just like so. Just make sure the cut line is nice and straight. And once you've gone around a few times, you can put a little more pressure on it. Using 18mm Olfa blade. Pick those up at any hardware store. And just clamped it down at the height where I want to cut. Of course, there are faster ways to do this, but it's really hard to keep a straight line, so this works really, really well. You want to make sure you clamp that blade close to the end so it's really rigid and fixed in place well, so it doesn't flex. And that also helps keep your line nice and straight. We're getting close to the end here. Rather slow process, but it yields a really nice finish. Now, so we're almost through. I'll just snap that off. All right. Now the idea here is I've set up again, raised up the blade about about 3/4 of an inch. I want to shave this down here about in half so that when it's right side up and the lid is on, the profile is lower in the, to the floor. So here we go again. Start slow, score it. Light pressure is key. There's also a bunch of supporting ribs in here, and got Got to cut partway through those anyway, so this could take a little while. Just cutting through the ribs now. And so I'll just trim those out and the ring should fall off. So in the end, we end up with our portable hole. With your bucket cut, you can turn your attention to the lid. Now the first thing I did was to heat it up with a heat gun to get the release agent in the plastic up to the surface. I then wiped it down with alcohol. I repeated this 2 or 3 times just to get as much of the release agent out of the plastic as possible and give the adhesive the best chance of sticking. After that, I scuffed up the lid with some 400 grit sandpaper and wiped it down with alcohol. Using a metal bowl as a template, I cut circles out of 1/4-inch yoga mat. I masked off the outer ring of the lid that I didn't want to get adhesive on, then sprayed it with 3M Super 77 adhesive. I also sprayed the backside of my yoga mat circles with adhesive, gave them a few seconds to get tacky, and put them together. Under a little pressure, once they're cured, they'll never come apart. With that complete, I turned my attention to cutting holes in the EVA foam tiles. I marked out the locations, then used the bottom cutoffs of the pails as templates. Now they're the perfect size since the buckets are tapered toward the bottom, so that once the holes are cut, the rings will fit in nice and snug. And that's it. DIY catch covers complete. Thanks for watching.